guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing with you all items that have just came out or are semi-new to the beauty world that I will not be purchasing. I've been seeing this video going around on YouTube a lot. It's called an anti-haul. So I've compiled a list of 10 different items that have recently hit the market that I will not be purchasing. I'll be explaining why I won't be purchasing these items as I talk about them. So if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think of it down below in the comments. So yeah, I have a lot of products to talk about, so let's just go ahead and get into the video. So the first product, I have a little list here because I went on the Sephora and the Ulta website and just scrolled through the new arrivals and picked out products that I'm not interested at all in. The first product I want to talk about is the Tarte Clay Stick Foundation. Now, you guys know that I've tried out Tarte's Amazonian Clay Foundation. It's supposed to be full coverage. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a matte or a more natural finish, but it just doesn't work for my skin type. I find that it's really heavy on my face and it doesn't give me the coverage, surprisingly. Even though it is a more heavy foundation, it doesn't cover anything that I want to cover as much as I want to cover it, if that makes sense. Plus, it creases up into my smile lines and underneath my eyes. So overall, I just don't really like that foundation and I am not interested in purchasing the new version of it, even though it is slightly different. The next item that I will not be purchasing is the Becca x Chrissy Teigen Glow Face Palette. Now, the shades look beautiful, don't get me wrong, they look absolutely gorgeous. A lot of people have been saying that they are comparable to the Jaclyn Hill palette, which I already own, so I don't want to be disappointed with it. Plus, I don't really follow Chrissy Teigen a lot. I know that a lot of people love her. She seems like a really sweet person. I personally have just never encountered her work or have really been interested in anything that she's done. So overall, I'm not really a fan of hers, I would say. So I'm not going to be purchasing this. I just think it's a lot of money for something that could be like something I already have. Plus, I don't really follow that person, so I don't see the need to purchase it. The next product that I'm not gonna buy is the Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit. There are a few reasons why I'm not gonna be buying this. One, I don't think that the highlighters are something that I would wear a lot. I don't think I would get a lot of use out of it just because there are such crazy colors in the palette. So that is one reason. Another reason is I'm the kind of collector where if I have one of them, I have to have all of them. And as you know, all of the glow kits are limited edition except for like the first one. I can't even remember what it is. I think it's just like the original glow kit. But all of the rest of them are limited edition, so I'm not able to go and get any of those. So I feel like if I have one of them, I have to have the rest of them, and that's just how I am. And I don't want to purchase something and then feel the need to go and find the rest of them, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Are any of you guys like that? Because I feel like once I have one of them, I have to have all of them. I don't know, I'm just different like that. But yeah, those are the reasons I'm not going to be purchasing that. The next thing that I want to talk about is the NARS liquid blushes. I don't think that I want to put a liquid blush on my face because I feel like blushes is something that is very concentrated, and if you don't get it in the right place, it's not going to look right on your face. So I will use a cream blush, I'll use a powder blush, but liquid blush I feel like is just going to be really scary. And for the price of NARS, you guys know it's like $30 for a blush, something like that. I'm gonna insert the prices for all of the products that I mentioned right around in the corner here somewhere so that you guys know and can decide for yourself whether you want to go out and purchase it or not. But overall, I just wanted to say I love all of these brands so much. Like, there are some things from these brands that I am die-hard in love with, and so I just want you to know that there are some products from brands that are hit and miss, and this is just my personal opinion of these different products. stepping away from that, I won't be purchasing the NARS liquid blush because I just think it would be a disaster for me. Like, I can just imagine myself trying to paint it on and it not going right, so won't be purchasing those. The next thing that I won't be purchasing is the Sephora Collection Cake and Bake by Vera Mona Liquid and Powder Makeup Sponge. The reason I won't be purchasing this item specifically is because I don't really bake my face a lot. I just kind of set my areas with different brushes, so I feel like this sponge just wouldn't get a lot of use. And for the price, it's $14. I could go out and buy a new beauty blender, not exactly a new beauty blender, but for a couple dollars more, I could go out and buy a new beauty blender or a new L'Oreal sponge that I really love and I would get a lot of use out of. But this sponge, I just don't think that I would use a lot, therefore I won't be purchasing it. The next thing that I want to talk about is the Loreal Beauty and the Beast collection. I saw one video on this collection and the colors look really pretty, but I just don't think that the quality is there. The pigmentation on them just kind of looks kind of splotchy, and there is, I've heard with Loreal formula, a lot of fallout with those, which I don't really care about fallout because you can just clean it up with a makeup wipe. But overall, they are on the pricier side. I mean, they do give you a lot of eyeshadows, which I understand why they are so pricey because there's a lot of eyeshadows in that palette. It didn't look as pigmented as I would like out of shadows that are that expensive. So that's where I stand on that. And overall, I'm just not a big Beauty and the Beast fan. I watched it when I was a kid and it wasn't my favorite, so I'm not like die hard, I want to go out and get all of it. Like, if they came out with a palette with Finding Nemo, that was my absolute favorite movie as a kid. Like this video if it was your favorite movie also. But yeah, that was my favorite movie, so if they ever made a palette with Finding Nemo, I would go crazy for that palette. I would be like, I don't care what the pigments look like, I gotta have it. So that's just my overall thoughts. The next thing I won't be purchasing is the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I won't be purchasing this because I didn't like the original Hangover primer. I know a lot of people, it's their favorite primer, but for me, it just didn't work out. It moved my makeup around a lot, made my skin look greasy, and overall, it just wasn't a good primer for me. I don't like it, and I don't want to spend that much money on something that probably isn't going to work out for me, so I'm not going to purchase that. The next product is the Natasha Danone Sunset Palette. Now, this palette looks absolutely beautiful, and if I had the money, I would 100% go out and grab that thing off the shelf because it looks completely gorgeous. The one color in it that stands out to me specifically is a little yellow shade in it. I'll insert a picture of the palette and the color that I'm talking about here if I can. But that palette looks absolutely gorgeous, and I would die to try some of Natasha Danone's shadows, but unfortunately it's not in my budget at all. They are so expensive. Like, I die at how expensive it is and how much I want to try it. But I unfortunately can't afford to get that palette, so I won't be purchasing it. The next thing I want to talk about is the Dose of Colors Baked Browns palette, and this just looks like a lot of shades that I already have. I've never tried Dose of Colors formula of eyeshadow before, but I know that they're a great brand. They have really great reviews on the palettes. The one palette that I do want to try by them is the Marvelous Mauves palette because I don't have a lot of those shades and I really want to give it a try. So hopefully in the near future I'll be able to purchase that one, but the Baked Browns I will not be purchasing. And the last product that I want to talk about is a drugstore product because I had to throw in something from the drugstore here. I know a lot of the times these videos can be about higher end products because they are harder to purchase because of the price tag, of course. But I wanted to talk about the Revlon Youth FX Foundation. I've seen 2 different reviews on this foundation and they were not good at all. It looked kind of bad on their skin, honestly, and it just doesn't seem like something that would appeal to me because I've heard that it is very luminous to a point where it makes your skin oily, and I get oily in my T-zone already. I do not need any excess oils. If you are on the drier side, you might like this foundation, but I heard that it breaks up and it's really patchy, and that's just not something that I look for in a foundation. And Revlon overall isn't my favorite drugstore brand, so yeah, I just don't think that I would like that foundation. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Please subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, I hope you all are having an amazing week. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. I will have them all floating around somewhere here. And also, if you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe to my vlog channel. I've been really trying to vlog. I know I say this all the time, but I've been trying to vlog so much lately, so there will be one coming soon to that channel, so go ahead and subscribe if you would like. Another thing I just really quickly wanted to mention is I'm sorry about my uploading schedule. I have been super busy lately with the summer, and I've just been really enjoying being on the beach. As you guys may know, I live on the beach. If not, I do. And it's great, and I've been really enjoying the weather here and just been having a blast. So I'm sorry about my uploading schedule. I've only been uploading about once a week, but I'm trying to get back on twice weekly uploads, so expect a video coming very soon. I'm hoping to film a tutorial on this makeup look that I'm wearing right now, so let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I love reading all of your comments, and I love you all so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.